I am vehemently opposed to our tax dollars being spent on media at all. Okay, it's not just because it's propaganda. I would be against it if it was right-leaning propaganda. Let's say there was a conservative version of NPR out there. I would be opposed to it. The only way that I would be okay, at least somewhat okay, with our tax dollars being spent on media is if it was completely unbiased media, and such a thing just doesn't exist. It doesn't matter. I don't care, who claims to be unbiased. They're not. We're humans. There is bias, and it's going to come through every time. Unfortunately, our media that is funded by taxpayers, such as NPR, it is radically leftist. We're not just talking about a little bit leftist. We're talking about people that are against the truth. And if you don't believe me, here is Katherine Maher, CEO of NPR, saying the quiet part out loud.
But one of the most significant differences, critical for moving from polarization to productivity, is that the Wikipedians who write these articles aren't actually focused on finding the truth. They're working for something that's a little bit more attainable, which is the best of what we can know right now. And after 7 years there, I actually believe that they're onto something. That for our most tricky disagreements, seeking the truth and seeking to convince others of the truth isn't necessarily the best place to start. In fact, I think our reverence for the truth might have become a bit of a distraction that is preventing us from finding consensus and getting important things done.
By golly, we can't let the truth get in the way of our narrative. We can't let it slow down the agenda. That is essentially what she is saying, thankfully. With the rise of DOGE, the Department of Government Efficiency, we should see, I would hope, that NPR and others, any other state-funded media would be the first on the chopping block. And Marjorie Taylor Greene, who is heading the House subcommittee on DOGE, has said that is the case, that they should be looked at as being on the chopping block. And if they do get cut, I'll praise God for that, because, like I said, left-leaning, right-leaning doesn't matter. Our taxpayer dollars should not be spent on media at all. Be sure to follow my work everywhere that I work by going to jdrucker.com/find, F-I-N-D, jdrucker.com/find. You'll find my socials, my shows, my Substacks, the works.